What it is, world. It is your main man, Marvelous Marcus Godly, back with another episode of Game for Lames. Yeah, Game for Lames, man. And this week I need to talk to y'all about something that I see on social media a lot, man. Yeah, I see it on social media a lot in all these various groups and subsections and sub-whatevers and whatever, man. So I just gotta give you my opinion on this bullshit, man. Okay, so today's episode is titled Body Count is for betas, man. Yeah, body count is for betas. I don't even like using those type of words and those type of terminology, but them seem to be the buzzwords that everybody understands nowadays. Even though I don't even believe in the whole alpha beta thing because it's based off of wolves, not actual human beings. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, man, I gotta give my quick 2 pennies on this, man. Yeah, my quick 2 pennies, man. It's for betas, man. If you subscribe to that whole alpha beta thing, that whole worrying about body count shit, that shit is for betas, homie. I know my reason that shit is for betas, for one, if you're really about your shit, you don't care what a woman has done in the past. You only care in instances if she was a neighborhood bicycle, you know what I mean, she had a rack of trains ran on her, you know what I'm saying, everybody in the neighborhood hit or something like that, whatever, back in the day, man, and she acting all like a prude nowadays, you know what I mean? Okay, that's one instance you can care about body count. Other count, documented sex worker. A documented well-known stripper, a documented well-known cam girl, a documented well-known porn star, a documented well-known prostitute, okay? So in those 2 instances, those are only 2 instances you really have to worry about body count. Even though a lot of those sex workers, chances are they've done a whole bunch of shit, but a lot of them are probably more cleaner than your average woman, just because they have to get tested every month to do those things and whatever, you know what I'm saying? So, my question to you is, why the fuck are you worrying about what a woman did in her past when you're standing right in front of her today? You're trying to get some pussy today, right? Okay, you're trying to get some pussy today. So why are you worried about who the fuck she been with in the past? Chances are you probably won't be the best person she's been with, okay? But doesn't mean you can't be great. You see what I'm saying? So like always worrying about, well man, she did this, she did that. Oh man, like a lot of it stems from insecurity, man. You know what I mean? Like a lot of dudes feel like they're not gonna be able to please a woman that's been around the block. You know, the one that was on skates in college and everything, that fucked down there to half the campus and everything. You know what I mean? And then when she gets into her late 20s, 30s, she wants to settle down and all of that. Then she comes across a guy. Guy has all this shit together and all of this, you know what I mean? And now, but he's insecure. You see what I mean? He doesn't realize all that fucking she did. She got all that shit out of her system. You know what I'm saying? It is possible. I'm not saying turn a hoe into a housewife, because a lot of dudes, that's probably think what I'm getting at. That's not what I'm getting at. I'm not saying turn a hoe into a housewife, man. But what I'm saying is, her past is her past, man. Look, once you get to your 30s, my guy, everybody's been around the block a couple times. You know what I mean? Some people 3, 4 times, you know what I mean? Like, but everybody's been around the block, man. So you sitting there worrying about what she did with this person, how you know what I mean, because you feel like she's not going to fuck you that way. Okay, well look, let me break it down to you like this. It is your job to bring it out of this particular woman. You have to figure out how to bring the freak out of this particular woman. You worrying about a body count, that's making the pussy dry, my guy. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, those weeping willows. Like, all those weeping willows and shit, them joints about to turn to the motherfucking Sahara Desert. Joints about to turn to the Mojave Desert, man. Because you worrying about that shit, that shows insecurity. You know what I mean? She might wanted to give you the pussy, but then she told you the number, and then you over there having a hissy fit. Well, damn, I don't know if I'll be able to do it. So you just talk yourself out of some pussy, my guy. Okay? Do you understand the magnitude of that? Do you understand the magnitude of you acting like a bitch in front of a woman? Do you understand that lowers your stock in her eyes? You know what I mean? Like a lot of dudes, they want to be that nigga to their homies and all that. They want to be an alpha male, quote unquote alpha male and all that bullshit. Again, I don't subscribe to that bullshit, but that's the terminology y'all seem to like. You know what I mean? A particular dude, you know what I mean? He thinks he's an alpha, but he's a beta when it comes to dealing with women. He might have all this shit together. He might have a house, might have a car, might have a career, might have a summer homes, might have a boat. You know what I mean? Might have the timeshares on islands and all of that. But when it comes to particular women, he's very insecure when it comes to women. He has a very fragile ego. So if a man has a very fragile ego, that's going to turn a woman off. And you know what? You worrying about body count and shit like that, you're never going to get the real number. Like, you just never going to get the real number from a woman, man. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure they don't count wax sex. They don't count head. They don't count hand jobs. You know what I mean? They don't count them 5 pump guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't count all of that shit. You know what I mean? They don't count some coworkers, you know what I mean? There's a lot of shit they don't count, you know what I mean? But it is your job as a man to work on that insecurity in yourself first and foremost. Why? Because you worried about her body count, but you done fuck 50 bros. You know what I'm saying? Or like, you know what I mean? Like a lot of dudes that's worried about that they want their woman to be pure and clean, and they done fuck damn near the whole world. They done fuck damn near half the city, you know, this and that. They been community dick since their teens, like, you know what I mean? And that's what these guys are worried. And these are the guys that are worried about what they want their woman doing. Nah, it don't work like that, grasshopper. If you expect a woman to forgive all that shit in your past, all them random bodies that you gotta give her the same courtesy. Like I know, well, you know what I mean? Like again, that goes to the whole double standard stuff with women in society and everything. But as a man, you should not be worried about fucking body count, man. Like, you know what I mean? You just should not be worried about body count. Because what is that going to work? You stressing out about this particular woman's body count, you could be worried about getting some money, man. You could be worried about becoming better in your whatever your particular hobby is. You could be worried about bettering your living situation. You could be worried about shooting pool with the homies or going paintballing with the homies or something, but you're sitting there stressing out over this one particular woman and how many people she's been with in her past that you were not there for. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying, champ. Because, just some chump shit, man. Like, I'm just saying, I'm just throwing out that shit is some chump shit. Because if you really about your shit, about your business, you ain't got time to worry about that kind of shit, man. Like, and plus, if you worried about that, you're not going to be able to bring the freak out the girl, man. Like, I know I said it before, but I keep repeating it because it's repetition is the path to learning, you know what I'm saying? So I'm making sure it really soaks in your brain, man. You talking yourself out of pussy. You know how much pussy you talking yourself out worried about that shit? If you worried about every single woman you try to get with body count, if you worried about that shit, granted, the type of woman you should be getting at, that shouldn't even be an issue. You should be getting that woman that has something going for herself. You shouldn't be getting, if you're worried about body counts and shit like that, my guy, you should not be fucking with hood rats, okay? That's step one. Like, but a lot of y'all still want to mess with hood rats and hood boogers and all of that. And you want to be worried about their body count and shit, man. Like, come on, killer. Like, how you gonna be worried about body count, my guy? I'm asking a serious, legitimate question. How the fuck you gonna be worried about body count? You have to get that insecurity out of you, King. That's your insecurity. You worried about the body count because you think you can't please this particular woman in bed? No. That's a personal issue. That has absolutely nothing to do with the woman. That's something that's an insecurity that you have deep down inside you. Because you've been sitting there watching all this goddamn porn and shit. You thinking everybody's out here fucking like that, which they not. I'm telling you, they're not. A lot of women ain't out here fucking like that. You know what I mean? They don't even perform in the bed like porn stars. So you need to get that out your head for one. Realize that porn is a fantasy. Because a lot of y'all that don't really have a lot of dealings with the opposite sex, y'all think that's how it really goes down. Yeah, you can bring that stuff out of women eventually at some point, but you don't bring all that shit out of a woman as soon as you get her, man. You got like all that type of stuff. That's when you're in a relationship or you have a particular woman that you're trying to build someone. That's something you slow walk her into. You don't just do all that shit out the gate, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's just some beta shit, man. I'm just gonna keep repeating this shit because it is, man. Because like, if you're seriously worried about what a woman is doing with her body, you don't have better things to worry about, my guy. You just don't. A lot of dudes gonna disagree with me on this. A lot of dudes gonna say I'm on some Captain Save the shit when I wish I'm really not. What I'm on is helping you to realize that body count is for fucking betas, man. It's just some beta shit, bro. Cause okay, well, you know the number now. What you know that particular number? What is that doing for you? What is it doing for you? You know that particular number. What is it doing for you? Nothing. The only thing it's gonna do is create more insecurity in you because you asked that insecure ass question, right? I'm throwing my hands up on this shit, man. Cause this shit is, I just see it all the time. It just reeks of insecurity, man. It just reeks of fucking insecurity, man. Look, you expect her to perform in the bedroom. Where the fuck do you expect her to learn that shit at? Where do you think, if you want her to slob your knob and all this and that, when you get to a certain age, you're not going to want to keep teaching women what you like and how to do shit sexually. Like, you know what I'm saying? You expect her to have, like, ground level knowledge what it is that pleases a man in the bedroom. And most women are the same way. Most women expect you to have ground level knowledge of how to eat pussy and shit, how to stroke, you know what I'm saying, how to get to different positions. You're supposed to have all this ground level knowledge once you reach a certain age. Granted, if you're a young person watching this, you might not have that particular experience. So, like I said, if you want to know how I feel about that, if you want to get them numbers up and get your dick game up, go back to the Will Chamberlain theory video. I ain't going to speak on too much, but the video speaks for itself. Go back to the Will Chamberlain theory. I already addressed that. But if you in your late 20s, late 30s worrying about this type of stupid shit, my guy, you in your late 20s, late 30s, those are your grinding years, my guy. From about 25 to 50, those are your grinding years. You know what I'm saying? When you get 50, that's when you're supposed to put your feet up and look back like, damn, I did all of this shit. So I say from 25 to 50 are your grinding years. You're wasting your prime grinding years worrying about a particular woman. Because if you're on your grind, you're going to meet women along the way, bro. That's just how it goes. Like, you could be on your grind, working. You doing double shifts or whatever. You just out there grinding. You know what I'm saying? Fuck around, go to a fucking silver diner, go to a fucking happy hour or something. Bump into a chick at the bar. Next thing you know, you're rapping and you just met a chick out of thin blue. You know what I'm saying? Out of the blue air. Whatever. I'm fucking it all up. But you just met a chick out the blue that you had no plans on meeting, because you met this chick while you was in the midst of your grind. A lot of people don't look at it like that. They go out particularly looking for women and all of this and that type of shit, man. When you're on your grind, stars align. You know what I'm saying? I know that rhyme, but it's true. When you're on your grind, the stars align, man. So get on your grind. Don't worry about this beta bullshit, man, because it really is bullshit at the end of this body count beta bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Don't keep worrying about this shit, man, because it's like, you're worrying about what a woman did in your past. Do you know how lame that makes you look, bro? She might not say it directly to your face, but she's like, this lame ass nigga. She laughing with her girlfriends about you, cause this nigga over here worried about body counts and shit. He won't fuck, and you ain't knocking the bottom out that, because you sitting there worried about who was in it previously to you. You shouldn't even be worried about that shit. That is your time with that woman is your time with that woman. Okay? So when it's your time with that woman, enjoy your time with that woman. Don't overcomplicate your time with that woman. And that's what you're doing, because with the body count and all that, you create mental blocks for no goddamn reason. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, I just want to throw this out here, man. Body count is for betas. If you disagree with me, you're probably a beta. Like I said, 2 instances. Documented sex work, neighborhood bicycles. Alright? Other than those 2 instances, you're just making shit hard for yourself when it doesn't have to be. You have enough stuff to worry about. Life is already hard. Dealing with women is already hard enough as it is. Do not create new mental blocks and new bullshit and new obstacles. Life's too short. So anyway, this has been Game for Lames. Remember, body count is for betas. You want to disagree with me? Fine. But I'm telling you what's worked for me. Peace.